5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's live.
This is Leicester Till I Die TV. Watch and subscribe on YouTube and listen on your podcast platform.
Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? I got it right. Good morning. And the rest of it, of course. And good morning, Tom. Welcome along. This is LTID TV. It's for the morning watch along. Not exactly expecting a lot of you in this morning. I mean, if I hadn't got up to do this, I'd still be in bed, and obviously a lot of people are working. But we're here. If you are with us, do join in the chat. It'll appear up at the bottom corner there, underneath. I think that's Bowser. I'm not sure, whoever that player is.
I believe so.
Yeah. Smash the likes, subscribe, and do all that as well. 2 games today. We're playing Ukraine, but not in Ukraine. Hi, Wayne. How you doing, mate? So there, thankfully we're not in Ukraine. And then we're playing, obviously, one FC Cologne tomorrow, which I always find strange, because when I lived in Burnley, just up from Burnley, it was Nelson, and then just past Nelson, it was Cologne. That was a different spelling and a different name. And apparently, Tom, Mr. Cifuentes is going to be, when this finishes, bombing straight off to take charge of the second one.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Because we wondered if they might split this up, Chris. I mean, a lot of Leicester fans at the start of the week wondered if we'd see a more younger team for the first game, perhaps led by a coach or the assistant, and then perhaps see more focused on a first team, perhaps for the afternoon game this afternoon against Cologne, which would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? So, no, fair play to him. He obviously wants to try something a bit different here, Chris. And looking at the lineup, I'm not sure it has entirely worked out that way, has it? Because it's quite a mix in this one.
It is, and there's a mix in. They've predicted who's left to go into this evening's match, and you've got Stolarczyk and Hermansen, although they're not expecting Hermansen to play. Ricardo, Justin, Aluku, Cody, Vestergaard, Wink, Skip, Page, McAteer, Fatawu, Morgan, Mavididi, and Ayew. That seems the more older team, if you like. Yeah. That seems the more, apart from maybe one or two, you've got Page in there, you've got Monga, but that seems more like what you would call the experienced team. And this is more, I would tend to say, not the youngest, but the apart from, like I say, again, you've got the odd exception in there, but the less experienced, and in the case of FaZe, crap.
Yeah, well, this is true. Well, Chris, I've been wondering all summer who, after these conversations, might be leaving the football club. I looked at a few of these names today. I went, FaZe, probably. Akoli, probably. Indeed, he's had some transfer rumours this week, as has El Canouse. Maybe he's made some decisions already about some of the players after one friendly. So I don't know. There's a part of me that thinks maybe a lot of the players in this team might be maybe moving on. The only surprise there will be Nelson, but he has been injured. So I do wonder if that's more similar to Hermansen, why they're keeping him
He's
out.
on the bench today, isn't he, this morning?
He
that sort of kind of makes sense. Talk me through the team, though. Your first thoughts on the team.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because I mean, Evans is probably starting on the right today, which is where he played in the last friendly, which I'm looking forward to see because he's looked quite lively at least. So I think he's one I'm going to keep an eye on today. I'd like to see a bit more from Alves today as well because I think he's in a position where he can get himself into the first team. So it's an opportunity with this sort of group of players around him to once again stand out and be noticed perhaps as well. But I think for a lot of the other ones, Chris, I'm not particularly looking for too much because I don't think I'm expecting them to be here. I think they must have had those conversations now about who's potentially going. And it's interesting how Dak is leading this lineup and not the one this afternoon. That's probably the biggest one for me out of all of them.
Yes, I may have Dak as an enigma, isn't he? Let's be honest with you. I mean, whatever you say about, and I do say the odd thing about FaZe, I do, but he can do a job. It's not a very good job. Yeah. I'll agree with you, but he can do a job. Yeah. Where Daka even fails on that score, so I just don't know. And it's not. I know it's the case that we always say putting him in the shop window, but no point putting him in the shop window if he's broken.
Well, this is it, isn't it? I mean, Daka's the girlfriend we should have split up with 3 years ago, really, Chris. And we've probably dragged him out a bit too long. And it hasn't helped either party, has it? Because his career's not turned out too well. And his time with Leicester, what he's contributed to the club hasn't worked out too well. So, yeah, I mean, obviously supporting Leicester over the course of the last few months and into last season has been a bit like being Inspector Clouseau because you don't really know what's going on behind the scenes or get any information. So I'm just going to read into this, rightly or wrongly, and make a bit of an assumption here that Patson might be on his way out. But then it makes me ask the question, is Jordan Ayew then, like you suggested a long time ago, going to be leading the line this afternoon? And is he going to be our main striker this season? Because how do we fix that conundrum?
Well, the thing is, I saw Ayew being interviewed, not as a video, it was like a written interview. And he's just saying, like, I want to carry on learning. Well, at your age, there's only so much you can learn, isn't there?
Well, that's true. But saying that, I mean, the nice thing about Ayew, I think, is that when he spoke in interviews, I do see him as more of a leader for us now, which I didn't particularly see last year when he came through. I think he was a player who was part of the squad, but he seems to have come to the forefront and started speaking quite well about what he wants to do with the club. So I'll take that as a good start for him. And to be fair, Chris, he has probably been our best player this entire pre-season, actually. We look at every game and what he's contributed. So I think he's earned himself the opportunity, hasn't he, to lead the line in some ways. But once again, we're getting so close to the season. It kind of feels like we're going to have to do a late-minute trolley dash at the end to try and grab one or two players like another striker or attacking mid, right?
There is, and I get everybody's concern with this. The problem, the way I would have understood it is, we could look. The first delay was the fact that we couldn't. What's the word I'm looking for? Couldn't sack Rude because of financial problems. And look, we've already fucked with PSR. We're going to get possibly 9 points, but let's not make it silly and go daft and try to make it worse and rub the nose in. So I get why that was, because it went, he funnily enough, he was sacked on the payday. So, that was obviously why that was done. You would then hope that maybe the club, knowing that he was going, had probably behind the scenes been speaking to, let's say, Cifuentes, but they may well have been speaking to. They're not going to put all their eggs in one basket again after the Graham Potter fiasco. So you look at that and you think, well, okay. Even when they got to Cifuentes, it wasn't a straightforward. He's out of work. It's not like taking on a Gary O'Neill. It's not like taking on a Sean Dyche, or even an Eden Tezek, because he was still contractually linked or contractually obliged to Queen's Park Rangers. So there had to be that sort of negotiations as well. And then do you start looking at players before you've got your new manager in? And sign players or extend contracts or do anything like that, and then the new manager comes in and says, "Why have you given him an extension? I don't want him." So they may now be looking at players because it's not been an overly busy transfer window, has it? Morning, Scott, by the way, and Kevin. But it hasn't been a really busy transfer window yet, has it?
No, I imagine what we've been doing, if we have been doing anything, Chris, is probably sorting out this, this relationship with the EFL as such. Because, of course, the EFL wanted to see a plan for us, didn't they? So perhaps we've spent this summer going, rather than making anything happen, going, well, it's our intention to sell El Kanous, it's our intention to sell Hermansen, it's our intention to sell Ndidi, it's our intention to sell X amount of players at X amount of money. And of course, when it goes back to the manager appointment, I wonder if, bearing in mind, obviously, we are Leicester and ironically might be viewed as a Man City of the Championship, especially maybe with some of our financial behaviour recently, perhaps then the EFL were putting pressure on us about what money we could invest in the manager. We heard Gary O'Neill wanted mega money, didn't he? And I imagine maybe Dyche would have wanted mega money. Other managers wanted mega money. It seems to me Cifuentes wasn't in that mindset. He was more than willing to sacrifice money to get the opportunity, to get the gig right. So it's interesting how it's worked out.
Yes, it is, and you would hope that is good news. Kevin says they're not sure what he's looking for. I think he's just looking. I think he's just lining up and looking at them and saying, right, let's see what you can do. Not reading too much in, because there's 2 games, 2 lineups. I think most players will get a chance to show themselves. The big one is the Fiorentina one in a couple of weeks, and that's the last one before kickoff. And I think then you're looking at that should be the starting lineup that is put out. But like I say, so you've now got Marty in place. You've now got what's the word I'm looking for? You've now got, he's in place with the players, looking at them train every day, looking at them performing on that. So he's probably still not sure on 1 or 2 players. Why go out and either sort of loan out or buy somebody in? At the end of the day, he goes, well, actually, the one that we've got here, it's actually not bad. He's all right.
Well, of course, and the problem as well is, Chris, we're already up against the PSR nightmare. I mean, if we want to sell some of these players, their agents want their client to move on, no doubt. But will it happen before the end of the transfer window? You need someone to come and buy them. So we could end up stuck still with Ndidi. We could end up still with Okoli. We could end up with FaZe, despite what their interests are elsewhere. It's similar to the Isaac situation at Newcastle at the moment, probably. It's all well and good, but unless someone stumps up £100 million for him, he's not going anywhere. So... No. I think that's the problem. We can't really bring players in until we know these players are gone, and perhaps the EFL is watching that, and rightly so, because we have got really quite a big squad on high wages. Yeah,
I mean, obviously, the wages are still ridiculous. We know that of some of the players, but with them, there may be negotiations going on behind the scenes. Maybe Manchester United have come in for Ndidi, and we've said, hang on a minute. We're not going to sell him until our manager has come back and said what he wants. And I don't think he will decide on his lineup until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And I think then he'll sit down, maybe with Andy King and his assistant manager, Mr. Calm. It sounds like somebody from a Mr. Men's book. Yeah. And say, right, who can we let go? Who do we need to, let go? And again, maybe we are already talking to the likes of Bamford from Leeds, saying like, do you want to come in? No, I'm just saying though. I'm just saying that he's the one that's available. Yeah, I would have preferred and would have liked Josh Windass, but not to be. He's gone to Wrexham. I would have definitely had him on a 2-year contract. But look, Wrexham have got the appeal at the moment. So look, I'm looking at it and thinking I'm not too worried, because it will get busier. Like I say, with all transfer windows, you need that first domino to fall to have that effect.
I'd agree with that, mate. I think Marty is doing a very good job right now, just basically getting them all prepared as well as he can, and then we'll deal with who's going to go. And I think it'll be basically 1 out, 1 in. I really do. Maybe loans coming in instead, but there we go.
Yeah, 27 players, says Scott. Look, the squad we're allowed to have, and I'm sure I probably misread this, but it's 25 for the championship. But that doesn't include goalkeepers for some reason. No. And it doesn't include under 21s. So technically, we could have a squad of 35 when you include a couple of goalkeepers. And look, again, we're being linked with Berkovic. We've been linked with Ilas from Leeds.
Oh, I know another one.
I don't think Ilas will want to come and play second fiddle, because I'm sure if Hermansen goes, Stelarczyk will be number one.
Yeah, I hope so. I prefer that over Maisler every day of the week. I think he's very overrated, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Very
The
expensive.
Scots just said there, Isola from Leeds to replace Hermansen.
Leeds fans don't rate him. Leeds fans don't rate him, Chris.
No. And I would agree. I don't particularly rate him. Berkovic, I'd have him every day of the week.
Yeah, I would. I think Berkovic should be fine as a backup.
He could work well with Bowser. Look, we had Japokovic. How many games did he play in his Leicester career? Probably about 2.
4, probably, yeah.
But he was there as that older backup, just in case we needed him. Schwarzer, when he came and stood in, when we won the title, how many games did he play? 5, 6? But he was there. And who would I sooner have on the bench? Because I don't think Bowser's ready just yet to stand up to play even in cup games, to be honest with you. Would I want Isla or would I want not Schwarzer? Would I want Berkovic?
Begovic, yeah.
100%. Now, let's talk through the Karpaty Lviv team. There we go. Tell me what you think about those players.
I think they've got a very nice kit. I must be honest, Ukrainian is not my strong point, my friend. I must be honest.
No. I was hoping it was, because it's not mine either. I have to say,
they still play football right now, though. I'm very glad they're still playing football.
Yes. And I have to say, fair play to the guys. I actually put a thing out this morning saying that we were playing, and I always put the hashtag. There's a hashtag and then the 3-letter code for each team. And I put it out, and they have actually liked my post on X. So
that's
fair
beautiful.
play to the club.
Have we loaned them Connor Cody? Look at that picture of that player. It looks like Connor Cody's going undercover for them, doesn't it?
We could put hope.
No, maybe we're going to leave him. We're going to leave him in Austria, and he can go back to Ukraine with them.
Yes, hopefully so. But yeah, I'm not going to go through those names. I mean, enough.
No, and we're trying not to offend anyone from Ukraine who's probably popping in right now, Chris. Beautiful language, beautiful people. Sorry what you're going through right now. I'm pretty sure the club were relegated to the second division before all the stuff kicked off. So, they're probably kind of our sort of level, I guess, in inferior top championship team in their division. So
yeah, Scott says lineup of superstars, future Ballon d'Ors and nominees.
Oh, you never know. Might be a Shevchenko in there.
Well, stranger things have happened. Mahrez from a second division team, Vardy from a 5th tier team. Who knows? But no, fair play to them for liking my tweet. I'm still going to call it a tweet, but yes, it's a bit like Bill and Ben talk, isn't it? Bill turns around to Ben and goes, "Slob, lob, 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 lob," and Ben says, "Shut up." Ben says, "Shut up, you pissed." Anyway,
I wonder if in Ukraine on their watch along they're doing the same about English right now and going exactly the version of what we're doing. I hope so for the comedy, mate. Yeah.
Oh, I do. I'd love it. I'd love it if we beat them. Love it. But no. Sorry, just messaging Reese. Can you?
That's all right. Morning, Reese. How are you, mate? I'm going to say, Chris, you need to get that on the soundboard as well, that quote from Keegan, so you could play it now and again like your Mick McCarthy one.
I have got it. In fact, let's do this now, shall we? Let's do this now. Here we go.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
I've been on this show 100 times and I've never noticed that.
I haven't really played it much, but I have 2 versions. That's one of them, and the other one is without the love it. But maybe I should clip Kevin Keegan and just use it on his own.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. What do you think in the chat, guys, as well? Getting your thoughts about everything as well. Nice to see a few people in, isn't it, Chris?
Yes. Yeah. I don't. Is Reese watching? I don't know. I'm messaging him. But
Not a
Reese.
problem.
Oh yeah, Reese is there. Morning, Reese. How are you doing?
Morning, Reese.
How are you doing? Yeah, you did. He did actually offer to again, like you did the other week, do the watch along. It's so much easier to do the watch along with just me because it's out of sync. And then you get it lined up, then it goes out of sync. It's not quite as bad on YouTube, but when you're getting into the season, it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
I
I've less Steve Lynex, who did it with me when we played Forest a couple of seasons ago, and he did it live with me. And whilst I kept asking him not to, he was celebrating and groaning if we conceded about 2 minutes before he got to me. So, score predictions.
Oh, it's very hard to predict this one, isn't it? Because I just wonder with some of these players, if their heads know they're going elsewhere, I mean, how much effort they're going to put in apart from maybe a 5 out of 10 just to keep their legs fit, because they don't want to get injured, some of these boys probably. But like I said, I'm looking for Alves or something, Chris, to do something. I'll go with Leicester to win 2-0. I'm going to go with Evans with both the goals.
Whoa, okay.
He's got something to prove, that kid. He looks like he wants to prove something.
Yeah. Reese has gone 2-0, Daka and Evans. Cool. I was actually going to go 4-0 with 4 goals for Daka.
Go on.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. No.
I was ignoring your attempt at humour there, Chris, to try to drop you in it.
I know. You threw that one back at me, didn't you?
I did.
I'd love Daka to score. I forget who it was I was talking to the other day. None of us want these players to fail.
No.
We don't. Once upon that Leicester show, we want them to do well, because if they're doing well, the team's doing well. But sometimes you have to get to a point where you're thinking you've had your chance, and I think, as I say, that's what's happened with Daka. The substitutes on this one. Now again, I've absolutely no idea if any of these are goalkeeper. Well, I know
Donohue's the goalkeeper, Chris. Donohue.
Yes. Yeah. So Donohue, who I have absolutely nothing about. Koulibaly, surprised he's not starting. Joseph Nelson, obviously coming back from a bit of an injury. Marchal and Silko Thomas. Who knows where the net is? What's your odds on prediction, Chris? Says Scott. I have a feeling, and I enjoyed it, but I'll have another one later. I have a feeling that I'm going to nail on 3-1.
3-1 to Leicester, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not going to name the scores.
No, go on, Chris. Name the scorers. Come on. Alves perhaps be different?
Yeah, I want to be different.
Needs a goal. I think Alves needs a goal.
Yes. Yeah, go on then. Alves, Evans, and El Canoes.
Cool. Okay. Sweet. We'll look back at this at full time and both be incredibly wrong. When
I've not written it down, so I'll have forgotten what I said.
3-1 to Chris.
Reece has gone 2-0. What's everybody else gone for in the chat as well? So we're getting pretty close to kick off. The players are actually out. So what I'm going to do, mate, is I'll let you go.
Lovely.
We're in pink again, everybody. I thought we might see the second strip, but no. We're still in pink.
Well, we see the home kit this afternoon because Cologne playing red, don't they? So surely we should turn up in blue, Chris.
I think the home kit will be the launches when we're at home.
So maybe we'll see this away kit this afternoon? What are they going to wear this
afternoon? I would have thought so, yes. Because we've then seen the third, the second, and then the first. But I'll see you at half-time, mate. Reece, Wayne, thanks very much, guys. I will see you at full-time. And let's do this, shall we? Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Oop.
There we go. Press the button twice. That's what I needed to do. Right, let me just upload the video file. So we're in pink again. Let me just turn the sound on. I'm not used to being up at this this hour. So Leicester City are in their pink top, the black shorts and pink socks. We're going to call them Liv. I'm going to do playing in their white tops, green shorts and white socks. And like I said, thank you very much to the Liv club for liking my tweet earlier. We're in Fieldberg here. We've got and there we go. We have a female referee, by the way, everybody. So Leicester coming forward. Leicester play kicking from left to right. Scott's gone 2-1 Leicester. Luke Thomas and Alvis to score. Thomas, wow. Chowdhury. Chowdhury's getting very involved early on. Well done. Tell you what, the opposition are closing us down. Akoli flicks it over the top. Out to Evans on this right-hand side, who's had the ball taken off him and it's out for a throw-in. I think there's a few fans there. Chowdhury's going to take the throw-in. So Samare Chowdhury goes back to Akoli. And it goes back first touch of the ball for Bowser. Akoli. Chowdhury's really getting involved early on. And it's back then through to the opposition keeper as they bring the ball out. So here we go. Back with the opposition keeper. They like to play it out from the back as well. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 between this defender and the goalkeeper. And again. And then he has to boot it upfield. That was about 5 passes between. That was unbelievable. So Alvis has won the throw-in on the far side. I must admit, my nephews last season used to play for Christchurch FC, and I think they played in a ground that was pretty much like this. Car park behind Bowser's goal. This afternoon's game is being played at the Austrian training camp. And at the end of this game, Cifuentes will hot-foot it back to take control of the team for the second game. So he's getting very much involved. Oh, an early ball through! Oh, Bowser comes out. He was offside, was he? No, I don't think he was. But Bowser came out, gets a clap off the We're winning the ball back well. The occasional time we do lose it, Akoli, Ndidi. Plays the 1-2, gets it back. And it's back to Akoli again. Chowdhury. Oh, that's a long ball over the top from El Kanous, and from Ndidi, and it goes out for throw in to the opposition. He's almost like a three at the back because Chowdhury is quite far forward. And it's a big boot up from their goalkeeper. Chowdhury involved. My God, Chowdhury is getting so much of the ball. Ooh. There's Sumare. First bit I've seen him mentioned, and it's because he's taken a player out. Who knew, eh? Who knew? Welcome along, everybody. This is the LTID TV. Please smash those likes, subscribe if you're new, and click that notification bell. Oh, a lovely ball there through the middle for the... my stream's frozen. Just bear with me, guys. My internet has gone down. Sorry about this, guys. Typical. Right, no goal scored. Sorry about that. My computer lost its internet connection just as Lviv were attacking. But as I join it back up, it's a long ball back to Akoli. I wouldn't say it's the best feed. Don't know what anybody else is thinking, but I don't think the feed is totally brilliant. Oh, Jeff, I hope you're all right, mate. You and Myra. Myra. I don't know if I'm saying it wrong, and I apologise, mate, but I hope you're both safe and staying well. Have a whiskey. Shut the door and have a whiskey. A goal kick out from the goalkeeper, not only halfway up their own half. Joined a little bit of a spell of possession here. Still 0-0, coming up to 10 minutes. They are playing it around at the back. Hi, Jim. How you doing? Yeah, it's... I mean, as I look at the centre line, it actually goes and then goes out like that and then comes back in. Oh, no foul. The Lviv player went down a bit dramatically there. But Alves now, he's got the ball. He's running forward with it. He's got Jake Evans in. Probably not the best of balls. Daka and Daka wide. Daka wide. A good run from Alves. Daka wide. Now, there's something you don't hear me say. Hashtag not. That was a very, very good run from Will Alves. Very impressed with that. Really pressing it forward. Running at their defence. I'd imagine you've got better weather over there in Florida, Jim. Thomas getting a break, getting a foot in there, but he goes out for a throw in. That looks like Nigel Pearson on the bench for the opposition. I don't think it is, obviously, but it's got a bit of a Pearson look. I mean, should we be... Should we sort of expect us to win this? And I have to say, Liev's first game coming up is on the 3rd of August. Is it all he's there to do, Samari? Moan, moan, moan. That wasn't me. Wasn't me. So having to do a little bit of defending at the moment, Leicester. I'm just trying to find out where they actually finished last season. The Wikipedia page is all... They've got... It's a weird setup. The first corner of the match goes to Liev. I've no idea trying to work out this second tier, but we do know that they are in the top flight this coming season. Cleared by Leicester. Just booting it upfield. Nobody there. It's going to go out for a throw in, almost on the halfway line, just in front of the Leicester dugout. I know, here we go. They finished 6th in their league last year. The top 3, Dynamo Kiev won it, and Shakhtar Donetsk was 3rd. But Karpaty Lviv actually finished 6th. 30 games played. They lost the last 2, but they won 13 of them. So in that case, fair play to them. Fair play to them. What time is it there, Jim? Evans now. He needs support. He doesn't get it, and he loses the ball anyway. But Leicester a bit slow getting up there. That was a bit bad. The first time I've really seen Leicester not get up fast. Yeah, you're probably right. Probably a lot of it is shot window. I think in fairness, look, every player gets a fresh start under this manager. As much as I hate Faze, look, if he comes on and Cifuentes can get a tune out of him, that'd be very well. Oh, good to hear that, Jeff. Good to hear you're safe. I'm guessing it's probably about 5:30, 6 a.m. in Florida. Phase there. In fairness, the defence hasn't had an awful lot to do yet, but he's holding on. Fast was holding on like it was a wrestler. Hey! I said 5:30 to 6, and it was 5:45, straight down the middle. And I'm good, aren't I? I'm good. So, comes to a Coley. I'm sure he'll play to Chowdhury, which he does on this right-hand side. Evans gives it away again. But then he does go. He doesn't win it back, but he gets the block in and forces Liev back a little bit. So at the moment, I've got to say, not the most exciting the games, but look, I think they're just sussing themselves out at the moment. Oh, Thomas there, giving away a foul. He was in quickly from behind. Do you think we should have more women's referees in English football for the men's? Might stop. Well, I know they can't next season. They can't surround the ref, can they, anyway? Chowdhury and Akoli between them, stopping the attack and getting a throw in. Chowdhury is impressing me. There's another throw in there from Leicester. Chowdhury's not the best at throw-ins. I'm not going to lie there. And they have it with their back line of four, straight back line there for the Ukrainians. A good through ball there from Liev. Oh. No, he took him down, Akoli. No, nobody was asking for the penalty. Oh, a bit of shirt pulling from both sides, if I'm honest. But they have the ball in the box now, Liev. And I know it's a corner. That was a replay. So, looks like it's going to be one all the way over the top and into the box. Yes, it is. Here we go. And it went wide. Bowser pretty much stranded onto his spot there. But it was a powerful header from the corner, but it did go wide. I'm not sure. Let's have a look how wide it went. 7 defenders. And the opposition got a header away. I mean, there was literally one white shirt and 7 pink shirts, and he still got up highest. Played out to the right-hand side for Lviv. Oh, tried to pull it in, but it comes off Thomas for a throw-in near the corner flag. That was that not only was it over the goal, that shot from number 11 for Lviv, it was over the surrounding things and into the car park. Hi Vicky, how you doing? Welcome along. It's a lovely day down here in delightful Dorset. But when Jim comes over from America, it'll probably piss down. Oh, a little bit of a... Be careful, Leicester there, playing it around at the back. Managed to get away with it. Ends up with Ndidi. And here comes Chowdhury down this right-hand side. Evans. Plays it back, and now it's out to Ndidi. He tries to get it in the cross, but it just hits the back of the defender and out for throw-in. Not having the best of games, Jake Evans, I'm going to be honest. "22 minutes gone. Just coming up to halfway in the first half. El Canous will take this corner. Of course, Ayew, who's doing well with corners recently, is playing in the second game later. The right-footed in. It's up into the box. Doesn't get past the first defender, though. Alves has the ball. Alves is on the pitch, ladies and gentlemen. Fares keeps it. Ndidi. Oh, tries to play it through. It doesn't work. That would have been a good move if he could have got away with it. Yes. Nobody come down. Oh, Daka turned there, but Daka didn't do what Daka couldn't do. Yes, the beaches are lovely down here. We like it when the holiday makers don't come. Now, joking aside, we it's our industry. We're a touristy town, so we have to accept it. The beaches just recently have been absolutely packed during this heat wave, which I must admit apparently really pissed the illegal immigrants off because they couldn't land. Hashtag allegedly. So down the left-hand side, Thomas. Oh. He lost the ball, but he stopped the player going past him. What we on to Dims today, bro? I'm going beach after. I'm guessing if you're a Gen Z, whatever Gen Z is, who the fuck knows what all this stuff is? But I don't get two Dims. Oh, again, you're trying to go too far, the Leicester player, when maybe a pass would have done. But it's out on this right-hand side. Chowdhury goes over to cover. Oh, a good tackle. Well, I thought it was a good tackle from Chowdhury, but he's given away a free kick. You know what you get with Chowdhury? I'm going to say that. I know a lot of people aren't overly keen on him, and I'm going to say I do understand why. He does. He's a squad player. He'll never be. Well, he could be at this level, at championship level. He could be. Sorry, Callum. No, that is fine. Look, I am the world's worst. If I'm on my phone, I cannot type for butter. My kids have actually told me they've had to learn a new language, Dad speak, because I'm all fingers and thumbs when it comes to. Oh, Daka there nearly gets a throw in, ball over the top to Daka, but he just gets a throw in. Yeah, I'm all right on the computer or laptop or something. Can I have keypads here? But yeah, I can't type either. Yeah, so we've got two games. The second one this afternoon kicks off at 4. Watchalong from 3:30. El Canoes plays it way across the field. Thomas took that down well. And it ends up going all the way back to Bowser. Bowser. Don't know why I did that then. Which beach is that, Callum? I know you're not in Leicester. I don't think Rutland Water has a beach, does it? Jake Evans wins the ball, and is then pulled back, so wins a free kick. Oh, a little bit of handbags at dawn here. Chowdhury is, of course, captain. Nobody's arguing with the referee. I'm not saying that's because she's a lady, but... Oh, he was pulled back, Chowdhury, yeah. Oh, sorry, Evans was pulled back. And Chowdhury went in to do it, to say his bit. El Canoes into the box. Oh, it was a good ball in. A little bit too high for Samare, who got up there. He's a tall guy, but he... no, he didn't. It wasn't a high jump from Samare, let me put it that way. He's not going to win any Olympic gold. Blackpool! Wow! All right, mate, how you doing? I lived in Blackpool for, I think, 2.5 years when I worked there. I believe they've done a lot of work to the seafront and the promenade there. I mean, I am going back a few years. I'm going back 30, 40 years, possibly. Where I met my wife, so it's got a lot to bloody answer for. That was my first move away from Leicester. Oh, the ball through, ball here. Oh, Coley managed to get on it. It was pushed, but he managed to get on it, and it's a corner, I believe. Yes, it is to Liev. It's my first move. I went from Leicester. I could have gone to, they offered me a job managing in Solihull, my first manager's job, or Blackpool. Funnily enough, as a single 21-year-old lad, I chose Blackpool. Back in the day, it probably did need a bomb on it to blast it down and rebuild it. But I tell you what, I was never bored there. Never, ever bored. Always something to do. I loved my time there. Chipped into the box. Looks like there's a foul or an offside, possibly. A free kick to Leicester, anyway. I probably wouldn't recognise Blackpool now if I went back, to be honest with you. So Leicester trying to get down the left-hand side, blocked there. That's a free kick to Leicester. Half an hour gone. Thomas has given the ball away, but we block it, but they've still got it, Liev. It's chipped into the box. It's a header, but it's high and wide. Bowser doesn't really can just watch it go over, to be honest with you. Yeah, I lived I think it was called the Metro Hotel. Literally the street behind there. Ooh. So playing it across the back here, just inside their own half, the Liev players. Been forced back, though, by a strong Leicester press. Does go back to the goalkeeper. A bit risky. He's way out of his box. Daka blocks it, and he goes out for a goal kick. But their goalkeeper was way out of the box on the far side of the pitch then. Well, some players practicing on a pitch behind this one. Ball upfield, but it only goes as far as Coley, who gets it to Chowdhury. El Canoose ends up going back to Wout Faes. And it goes all the way back to Bowser. It's not under any pressure now, he is. So they went bankrupt, apparently, Liev. Just saying there. I had to reform. We all know about that, don't we, guys? Let's say 6th, I think they finished last term. Yep, 6th. So making it hard for this Leicester team. I don't know if we've had any shots, proper shots on goal yet. Neither goalkeepers had to make a save. Of course, this is their final friendly. So they should be a little bit ahead of us then. 79% of people watching think it will be a Leicester win. Interesting. To say that Daka's strike is the best one of the game, I'm not sure what that says about the game, to be honest with you. But that was wide. I mean, the possession at the moment, as it stands, is pretty much split 48-52%. A bit of a Brexit split there. Oh, fast there, making a good tackle. Fair play to him. Oh, Samare manages to get the ball to Chowdhury, but the Ukrainian nearly got his foot on it. Leicester still have possession with Ndidi. Back to Akoli. Samare now. Plays it short. El Canoes manages to keep hold of it, though. Was played into trouble and then gives it away. Was played into trouble there by Samari. Long ball over the top here for Liev. He's got Chowdhury marking him, the player. Can he get the cross in? No. Chowdhury puts his foot up and it goes out for a corner. Chowdhury doing all right at this right back role. He's seeing a lot of the ball. He really is. So they play a week on Saturday, a week on Sunday. I think they play their first game. Liev. There's going to be a corner on this near side for Liev. Into the box, headed clear. Ndidi, but it only goes as far as an outplaying Liev play. Passes it back almost to the halfway line. They do retain possession, and now it's a long ball right up to try and get to the corner taker, who was still up, but he couldn't get past the player. I think it was Evans there, and it goes all the way back to the Liev keeper. 37 minutes gone here, and it's Karpaty Lviv 0, Leicester City 0. Sorry, excuse me. Not exactly keeping me awake this game, but I'm not used to being up this early. And the goalkeeper threatening to kick it long, but he doesn't. He plays it short. Daka just runs up to make sure that he can't pass it back to his goalie. And they break down the far side. A good run here from Liev. Oh, Chowdhury getting in. Making sure it doesn't go through. And Samari just boots it upfield. I get what you're saying, Kevin. I do understand it. Chowdhury again. Gets a free kick. I do get what you're saying, but look, even with my hatred of FaZe, what I'm saying is, let's give him a chance. Look at Vestergaard. Look at Vestergaard under Enzo. We didn't think we thought his career was over. Why did we sign him, etc.? And Enzo had to turn to him because of Cody's injury, and he was probably one of our best players in the Championship. I agree, not Premier League quality, but Samari gets the free kick there. He had 3 players on him. All right, Jim. All right, I get it. Fair play to you. Fair play. There's two of us that are going back to bed when the game's over. Comes down the centre of the pitch. Kiev player's got nowhere to go. He just find an outlet eventually. Coming forward. Baz gets in well. Alves again loses it. Wanted too much time on the ball there, Alves, which he wasn't being given. But out phase, having a good game. Demare having a bad game. That went straight to was that Ndidi, in fact? I think it was Ndidi. Yes, it was Ndidi who gave the ball away. Leicester having to defend, but they're breaking. Oh, that's a free kick. It was pulled back, Evans. Referee's going to have a word. I don't think she's going to give a card. It is a friendly after all. But number 37 knew what he was doing then. Took one for the team. Had that been, oh, that was round the neck. Had that been a full match, a proper match, that would have been a yellow. Oh, Daka takes that down well, plays it back out to Alves. Now, comes in from Thomas. Oh, the goalkeeper went to clear that and he had to. It was falling badly against him. I know I'm doing my best to make it sound exciting. Akoli. Indeed, he gets it back to Akoli. Apparently, according to the subtitle on YouTube, there's a doctor on the pitch. And then a ball over the top from Samare, and it goes out of it goes out of play. Another bad pass. So the goalkeeper and the defender over the ball for this goal kick. Not sure who's taking it. It's the defender who plays it out to his right back, who turns. And they kept hold of the ball, Liev. Player went down. It's chipped upfield, but it'll be out. Yes, it is out for a Leicester throw-in. Oh, no, apparently it's Liev throw-in. Minute and a half to go. Tom will be coming up with the half-time analysis after I've gone and pissed this cup of coffee out of me. I was at the hospital yesterday. I had to go for a scan, and they said, drink at least a couple of litres of water. I'm like, what the? I'm 63, 64 now. I mean, that was me. I just didn't sleep. I was up all night. It was a late night scan, 6:30. I was literally peeing. Honestly, if peeing was an Olympic sport, I'd have won a gold medal last night. Yeah, have I said it a few times there, Kevin, have I? Akoli on the ball. Evans gets the ball, plays it inside, doesn't quite get to Daka, who maybe should have come for it again rather than waiting. Oh, and Chowdhury can't keep the ball in, it goes out. I don't think there'll be much stoppage time. I'm pretty much expecting it to sort of end on time. Yeah, forcing them to kick it long, and then it's straight out of play for a Leicester throw. Which I mean, as the commentator's saying here, that's probably what the idea is. And there it is, half time. I'm off, like I say, to Point Percy. I will be back with Tom straight after. Don't go away. Oh, well, it's 45 minutes of my life I won't get back, mate.
Yeah, it's a bit like it, Chris, isn't it? Sorry, my computer slowed up there. Yeah, no, it's progress though, Chris. Let's be real here. I mean, like the fitness stuff was Andy King's job, and now I think we're seeing a little bit more intensity, in the passing and trying to move the ball quicker. So I think in the stages of what he's trying to do, this is stage 2. Stage 3 is obviously going to be what teams it going to be when we move players up. We're not anywhere near that stage yet, are we? So no, so I'm not overly disappointed despite that. I know some people might be tearing their hair out expecting miracles, but I still think the base of what he's trying to do is starting to come through a bit now.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're playing a Ukrainian side. We're not playing, like Bayern Munich or Paris Saint-Germain, but they're in their top flight.
They are.
Interestingly, that what you're doing with your fingers, Wayne, is nobody's business. They went out of business. They reformed. They've come back. They've done well. 6th last year, so it's not a team to be taken lightly. We're not. It's probably the equivalent of a championship or very good League One side, if you like. I'm going to go straight to it. I'm going to give a man of the half out straight away here because I have been so impressed. Can you guess who I'm going to say?
Oh, I don't know, Chris. Go on, surprise me. I've had a couple, but yeah, okay, go on, go.
Hamza Chowdhury.
I wondered if you were going to say Hamza. The thing I like about Hamza is he tackles like he means it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, and I think he's done all right. What shocked me, Chris, one of my major notes of the first half was after 5 minutes, Soumare was running towards the penalty area. How many times have I said I wanted to get a cattle prod behind him and get him running like a tank? And he was doing a bit of that.
But which penalty area was he running towards?
Towards theirs. I was shocked. I know. It's remarkable, isn't it, mate? He was going towards theirs with the ball at his feet and trying to use his physicality. He's only done it once, but, small steps,
Baby steps. Hi, Mike. How you doing? He says, morning, pal. You can tell football is back. You're on my acca.
Oh, that's a mistake.
a big mistake. And, I'm going to give credit where credit's due here. FaZe hasn't had a bad game either.
No, and it's funny, with FaZe, Chris, I always wonder, the further he gets forward up the pitch, the more I like him. The more defensive he is, the more I dislike him. I've always said I'd like to see him as a ball-winning midfielder, really. I wonder if he could do the David Luiz role coming out of defence, because he seems to be very comfortable bringing the ball forward, and we know he's got a shot on him. And, of course, he had that chance after about 20 minutes where I thought, mate, just hit it. You've already proven you can put them in the top corner from around 30 yards, so just give it a go. So, yeah, interesting, mate.
Tom and his cattle prod, has he got a dungeon in his basement?
No basement here, my friend. I'm in a bungalow.
Well, he says that bungalows can have basements. Jim, be afraid. Be very afraid when you come over and meet up with him. Mike, message me and I'll tell you how to do it. If you message me, I'll tell you. It's very easy. It's just a button. I think if you just go on chat and it's at the top and it says display chat. But look, and I'm back to Reese as well. Two players that are disappointed me a little bit. Jake Evans, but maybe I'm expecting a little bit too much of him. And I'm sorry, I know you've praised him, but what a pile of shit Soumare is.
Oh, Chris, I wasn't praising him. He had one moment. I still agree he hasn't been good. Carry on.
I mean, somebody said there in the chat, and I must have said, it says Soumare and bad pass. Two phrases that go well together. He has been bloody awful. Look, we say about FaZe is always going like, me? What? But that's Soumare. What? It's a foul? What do you mean? It's a foul. You know what?
Yeah, I know what you mean. He doesn't take much accountability. He looks a little bit stroppy out there. Like he doesn't really have much interest, does he? Just on the Jake Evans thing, I think this is the interesting thing I've taken from the Jake Evans one. Obviously, it's been a more physical game than probably he's played so far. And you notice there's a bit more physicality down that side he's dealing with. And he has struggled with that. And that's always been the question, really, about bedding in so many youngsters, Chris, hasn't it? Can they deal also with the physicality they're about to get in the championship as well? So, yeah, like I say, it's an interesting half for him he's got coming up if they keep him on. Maybe they take him off and put on someone else, but I would like to see him deal with it. Yes,
I'm not having a go at him.
No,
because he's a youngster. I think he looks older than he actually is. I'm not sure. I think he's 20 or something. Still 19.
No, he's young, mate. I think he's 17.
Is it? All right. Yeah. So I'm not having it. I don't expect that much from him.
No.
If that was, let's say, a Fatawu or whatever, then I'd be going mad, because he is losing the ball, and sometimes Soumare's played some bad passes to him, and as Soumare, and indeed he has played a couple of stinkers as well, where you look at it and you're thinking like, if you only got a pass to an opposition player.
It's a conundrum we got, Chris, because between Ndidi and Soumare, they pass a bit more wayward, but then sometimes Winks and Skip pass a bit more tighter and it's a bit too defensive. We've sort of got opposite ends.
Right now, look, this is, and I know it, people will come back at me and go, what are you doing watching at work here, Mike? Does your boss know? People will come back to me and go, no, it's only a warm-up game. It's all about fitness. No, these games should not be about fitness. For me, fitness is what you do on the training field. What you do here is put into practice what you've learned as well. But it's not about fitness. Yeah, all right. It's a little bit of getting used to playing with the ball again. But it's about putting formations together and getting used to your teammate. Now, possession. It was a bit of a Brexit here. 47 to them, 53 to us. Shooting. They've had 5 shots. We've had 2. Nobody so far has got a shot on target. I mean, Bowser must be thinking, my God, if the rest of my career is like this game, let me at them. I mean, the only shot I didn't know we'd had 2 shots, to be honest. The only one I can remember is Daka, who again has been all right getting himself into positions and he's getting a bit more involved with the link-up play. But that shot he had, he should be hitting the target from where he is.
Yeah, this is the problem, isn't it? I mean, this is the thing that Daka always kind of does, Chris. Unlike Sumari, we can question: is his head really in this? I think Daka's head's actually in this. I think he's running, he's trying to do things. But once again, is it just a bad fit for us? And is that part of the problem? But this is his opportunity, hopefully second half, to work on that, obviously. And it's still at times a bit slow. But like I say, Rome isn't built in a day. And I do see signs there of what Marty's trying to do. And your words about friendlies are right, Chris, because Marty has said exactly the same himself. They are important.
Oh, well, there we go then.
Marty said they're important, yeah.
Yeah, me and Marty, we're like that.
Exactly
I'm
the
on
same,
top.
mate.
I'm on top, by the way, just in case you're wondering.
Oh, poor Marty. Joking.
I had a little bit of a Saka flashback in my mind when Jake Evans was running down the pitch towards the end and he was pulled back. He wasn't pulled back. He was grabbed by the neck almost and pulled down. Had that been in a non-friendly environment, as in, a cup game, I think, that would have been a yellow card, wouldn't it?
It would have as well. And there was another one earlier with Akoli where he probably got lucky not to give away a penalty, actually. So we could be 1-0 down at this point. Because I'm pretty sure on the 21st minute, when that guy got played through, he actually fouled him and didn't get the ball. So we're a bit lucky on both sides of this, aren't we, for both teams at the moment? But yeah, I mean, ultimately it is 0-0, Chris, at the end of the day.
It is. El Canoes on corners. We've only had one, and he couldn't get that. He couldn't get that past the first man.
No.
How often have we said that about about Leicester City?
We said it a lot, Chris. Now, how many times have I said now in the last 2 watch-alongs, Jordan I's got to be taking our corners. He's the only one that seems to. Even that's not because he scored that crazy one either. It was every other one he didn't score where he popped it actually beyond the first man, and we've never done that. I mean, so El Canoes. I mean. No, it's got to be AU taking these corners.
I mean, this is what teams that are going to buy him have got to look at this and go, is he ready for the Premier League? But like the West Ham guy said to me, he said, I'd sooner buy him at 22, 23 million and we develop him than you develop him and we come back in a year or so and we're paying 45, 50 million for him, which is a good point.
It is.
But if you can't get, what is wrong that you cannot get the ball past your first, the first player from a corner? Do we have a set piece coach? Should we have one if we haven't? What the hell is going on?
It's the same set piece coach we had before, Chris, ironically, which shows you the part of the problem, right? But we've also shown we've got no ability to take a short corner. And I've called this out for a while. Every time we take a short corner, it ends back at the goalkeeper. So I don't see the point in, even trying that. So right now, we know El Canoes can't get it past the first man. We can't do a short corner. So Jordan Ayew in the Championship, he's not taking corners. I'm going to question the manager because that is something that is obvious from this pre-season.
Well, it depends, I suppose, whether he... start. Anyway, they've kicked off for the second half, so I'll let you go.
Full time. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. Right, so we've actually kicked off. They didn't go live there. Let me... I'm going to pause that and let it catch up with me. 22. That is pretty close, to be honest with you. Nope, they didn't. That was totally. I was watching it, and there was Matt Elliott and Jerry Taggart there being interviewed, and then suddenly, wham, they'd kicked off. Just going to try and match it up as best as I can. There we go. We are matched up. So, second half, Leicester are now kicking right to left. Pink tops, black shorts, pink socks, the third kit, which I must admit I do like. I'm glad I didn't buy the training kit because I'm not going to buy a blue one because I'm fed up with blue, to be honest with you. That said, I love blue, obviously, of course. It's my favourite colour. But, I do like I do like this shirt. I do like it. But Liev are kicking from left to right, and they've got a free kick. We'll be back for the full-time analysis straight after, a few minutes again, because I'm going to have to go for the little room. Oh, he runs over the ball. What a goal. 1-0. 1-0, a beautiful free kick taken there. What a goal. What a goal. I don't think any goalkeeper is saving that, to be honest with you. I mean, what I've got to say, that is an excellent goal. I'm going to say Madison-esque. And they've not put the score up yet on the Leicester City side, so I can't confirm who scored the goal. Honestly, Leicester City's social media is absolutely shite. Absolutely shite. Website, social media, artwork. Indeed, you're getting into a bit of a handbags at dawn there. Ten minutes later, they actually put it up. Oh, Evans! It was a penalty. A penalty. So it's a penalty. Patson Daka with the penalty. Scores 1-1. Daka. Although he nearly made a mess of it. I'm not going to lie, but that's the way to respond. That is the way to respond. It was a powerful pen, I'm going to say that. So, well, that was an interesting 5 minutes. What a start to the half. And I think we should have one of these because I forgot to play it, didn't he? And I think there's no reason why.
Go! Back of the net.
There you go. I hope you're talking about this one, Wayne. Checks in the post. Yeah, I've got to say, it was a response. Getting up there, Evans winning the penalty. Indeed, winning it. Alves getting the cross in, and now we've got a corner. And Evans going down. There's been no substitutions as far as I know. So, again, not the best of corners from Leicester. And it's an up and over, but it's headed back to Bowser. I've got to say, Bowser, can't complain at him for that penalty, for that goal. It was a superb free kick. Top bins. Well done to their player. Mr. Carabin, top bin. Samare loses it in midfield again. Again, that's something I say a lot. Oh, goes wide. Well, lucky there that would have been punished against a better side with that one. Samare again losing the ball. It has. You're right, Jim. Is that one of your 3 things to note at the end? Samare technically good. I wouldn't say that, Owen. Bloody hell. I don't know what Owen's drinking, but can I have a pint, please? Now, Leicester coming forward. Faze gets it from Samari. Plays it out to this left-hand side. Leicester, remember, kicking right to left. Alves. Oh, nice run into Alves. He plays it off. Ends up on the far side. And it goes over. There's a crossover. And it goes over the bar and out. Jim, to be fair, yes, I'd say he has been invisible. Cifuentes. Just orchestrating things from the sideline. And I'll tell you what, how many months did we go without, we just had a statue on the sidelines in Ruud van Nistelrooy. Oh, a free kick there. The Lviv player got past, was it Sumare? He went down? No, it's a Coley. It's a Coley. His arm goes across a Coley, by the look of it. Oh, yes. Yeah. Again, I think if you're in a non-friendly situation, that's a yellow card. So Leicester take the free kick short. like I say, it's nice to see a manager on the sideline that is actually directing things. Oh, Samari played the ball over the top, but Daka was offside. And the picture's gone. Oh, it's back again. Like I say, guys, the link, well, the club are sending isn't the best. It's better than the first half, I've got to say, but not quite as jittery. And they lose it again. Evans just having to stand there, and the ball came off him. And Thomas gets it back now to FaZe. Samare. El Canous on the ball. Back to Samare. Indeedy had to come for the ball again. Wasn't the best of passes from Samari. I'm sorry if I'm moaning a lot about it. Oh, ball into the box, but nobody there. But Thomas comes across to retrieve it. I'm sorry if I keep moaning about Samari, but when I see his pass there to Indeedy, it was just that little bit short. I mean, they were saying before that the grass was dry, but you've had 45 minutes on it. You should know what it's like. So it's with the right back. No, so I was speaking. It's with the centre back for Liev. Is it Liev? Lviv? I do apologise to Karpaty Lviv, or however I'm not pronouncing it right. Now then. Oh! That was just wide from Liev. They are coming. They are coming. Well, there's a lot more action in this half, to be honest with you. The substitution. There'll be a sub coming on. Now, I thought they'd just show me how to pronounce it, but they're going on about the bloody city itself. So, Lviv, we'll call it Lviv. Anyway, cross into the box by Leicester. Oh, can Luke Thomas keep it in? Yes, he can. Oh no, it was Alves. Sorry, it was a good ball in, but it was the goal kick. Go straight down the goalkeeper's throat. I've been calling them car park. Well, you're American, Jim. Americans do have problems with any language. I mean, they can't even speak English properly, can they, the Americans? You got upset when we dumped you a couple of 100 years ago, so you decided you'd use your own language. So Leicester now. Oh. Manson comes up as Madison. Substitutes here for Leicester. 3 changes. Coley is coming off for Nelson. Alves is off. And I forgot the third one. Who else has come off? Does anybody remember who the third? Oh, hang on. Evans. Evans is off. I'm guessing it's Thomas for Evans, Marcel for Alves, and Nelson for Coley. I thought Coley's had a pretty decent game, to be honest with you. Don't know what you guys think. I wasn't worried, Jim. I wasn't worried. If you, I don't know if you know Jim, Michael McIntyre. He's a British comedian, one of our top comedians. Has sort of his own shows and tours. What have you been to see him? He's really, really funny. If you Google Michael McIntyre American accents, not Google it, YouTube it. Michael McIntyre, MCI, so M small CI, McIntyre, American accents. It is a brilliant skit. A brilliant skit. Oh, then Nelson gave the ball away, but Sumare managed to hold on to it. Like, explain to me, we have roads and we have pavements. Is pavement too difficult for Americans to understand that you have to have sidewalks so you know that it has to go at the side of the road? Is that the idea behind it? Just asking. That was one of the points that Michael McIntyre brought up. Marcel. Oh, lovely. Oh, Daka couldn't get it back across. The keeper came out and cut him down. Well, there you go then, Jim. You'll have probably seen that. I'm not saying that, Americans aren't all there, but, sidewalk. There's the road, sidewalk, so you can walk. And obviously, I don't know whether Americans have trouble with, colour blindness at all, but on your zebra crossings, or whatever you call them over there, you don't just have, like you have walk, don't walk. Walk, don't walk. Not just a little man green, which says you can go, or a little man red that says you can't. Walk, don't walk. I love it. I love it, Jim. I love you too, Jim. You know that. Jim, of course, who is coming over very, very soon to Old Blighty. He's coming over doing a bit of a recce for Donald Trump before he comes over. is coming over first is Jim. He's going to say, do that, Recce, and report back to his mate Donald. I mean, I know Donald is going to be meeting the Prime Minister and the King. Jim's going to be meeting me and Tom. I mean, what more could Jim want? Faze, lovely ball out to the far side. Silko Thomas goes inside. Goes past 3, just can't make it past 4. Chowdhury. Oh, Chowdhury just goes in. So now, Lviv coming forward. Jim. You love me really, Jim. You love me really. Trump is in Scotland today. It's another reason for building the Hadrian's Wall back up, isn't it? Is he playing golf? You know what Trump's like. Anything with a hole. Moving on, Jeff. Here in the Philippines, I often hear people call out to me, "Hi, Joe." To what I respond, "Hi, Phil." Not sure there, mate. Yes, you are. But we don't talk about them. That's up in Leicester. We don't talk about them. "67 minutes, 2 subs." I'm sure they will give you... You're not meeting up with Craig as well, Jim? So it's a bit of a midfield battle at the moment. So Leicester have it now. Sumari, Foster Nelson, plays it forward. Doesn't go to a Leicester player, goes to a player in white. Ah, right, got you. Well, at least they don't call you Jane, because I think of G.I. Jane. Oh. Any players that you'd like to see come on? We're coming up to... Well, we've got 69 minutes. We're coming up to 70 minutes. What more subs would you like to see? Who would you like to see come on the pitch? El Canoes with a corner. Will he get it past the first man? Socked halfway down. There's fighting going on. No, he's going to take the corner. Right hand goes up. I don't know. I think he wants to go to the toilet. No, he doesn't. He does take the corner. He does go past the first man this time. And I'm going to... Oh, you! Well, nice one, Jim and Wayne. If we lose, we know whose fault it is. Can I just say, I do feel like a very proud dad that, you know, we can get like the LTID TV presenters and all get together and meet and have a drink. I think it's lovely. This is the nice side of social media, and I love it. I love it that I'm going to be meeting Jim all the way from America. I was telling my wife the other day about it. I can meet, going to meet Tom, who's obviously just a few counties away. I don't get up to Leicester. I don't have a car anymore, so getting up to Leicester is difficult for me. But it's just great that everybody's getting a chance to meet each other and probably talk football for most of the time. But it is the language of the world, isn't it? That was a bad ball up there. Not sure what that was. That was a bit of an up and under that went to nobody. So it isn't the fact that you look a bit like Joe Biden then, Jeff? Is this going to... Are we seeing our 100% record about to go? Don't forget, we are doing the watch along this afternoon from 3:30, and we will be doing the watch along for the Women's World Euro final. Sorry, I'll be joined by Wayne for that one. The Women's Euro final up against Spain, a repeat of the World Cup. El Canoes, that was a nice touch from El Canoes. Daka's away! Daka's gold! Wow! Daka! Daka-do! Wow!
Go! Back of the net.
There you go. You don't see that very often. Daka's name up twice. I mean, it was a great move. El Canoes run. But Daka in. Now that was the finish of a striker. That's the finish that we expect to see. I'm not getting too excited because it's one match. Double Daka. Hey! Oh, Dorco, I'm making a note of that. Double Daka. I love that. I'm pinching that. I'm going to tell you, Dorco, I'm pinching that. Jeff. Sign him up. Like I say, remember, Moscow, 4 goals, 4 for Daka. Let's not get too excited here. But look, had that not gone in, it was still hitting the goal area. But it went across the goalie. I thought he'd gone a little bit wide. Joseph and Koulibaly are on. I think Silko Thomas. Oh, lucky. I'm going to turn the space there. I think Thomas went off, didn't he? They take ages to put it up, then you look away and it goes up and it's hardly up. Jaden Joseph is on. Honestly, Leicestershire Live and LCFC are so bad. Nelson! Oh, just wide. Just wide. I thought we'd made 2 substitutions. I thought Koulibaly was on. So it's 2-1, 77 minutes gone. Oh yeah, Koulibaly is on for Chowdhury. So Koulibaly in his right back position. Thank you, Dorco. If anybody is up for joining me tomorrow at 11 a.m, because usually on a Friday night, I do the back pages, which is just running through all the news, rather than do a sort of a separate show because we've been linked to one player, which to my mind is a waste of a show. Anyway, Liev, come away here. Lviv, sorry. Lviv. Al-Sumari holding him. Yeah, so we're doing the back. I just think it's a waste of time doing an hour show on a player that we probably won't end up signing. Anyway, that's just me. So 11 o'clock tomorrow. Normally it's tonight, the back pages. We round it all up, all the rumours and the news from the week. I'm not going to do it tonight because I'm going to have done 2 watch-alongs. 11 o'clock tomorrow, Saturday morning. I'm looking for a co-host if anybody is free and wants to join me. Have to be prepared to come on camera, of course. So this is pretty much where their goal came from. Oh, it was a goal, but it was offside. We got away with one there. Oh, no, it was wide. I thought that had gone in the net. A lot of changes coming on now for the Ukraine. Nelson to Thomas. Sumare. Back to Faze. Fazor, as that comes up on the... I love this. I've got the... Cooler Barley. Cooler, one word. Barley, second word, comes up on the subtitles. I love the subtitles. I really do. Faz comes up as fast. I just love it. That is really almost. Oh, lovely ball over. Marcel. Daka's on a hat trick, but it goes way over, high and out for throwing on the other side to Lviv. Yeah, about fast comes up as fast. I love it. I love it. I mean, it's AI, I'm guessing, that's doing that. They're not having anybody typing it in, but... Are we on a Daka hat trick, I wonder? Yeah, just said 8.5 minutes to play here. We didn't have any time added on in the first half. No foul, says the referee. She's had a pretty good game, in fairness. She's not done anything wrong. So, 2-1. Leicester's 100% pre-season continues. Andy King starting it off. Marty Cifuentes seamlessly carrying on, and his ball's out there for throwing to Leicester. So yeah, it's all looking good, and obviously Andy King's still involved with the team, which is good to see. Apparently, there are still tickets available for Fiorentina. I would be going to that if I lived in Leicester. Of course, corner comes in. Oh, head ball there. Oh, and then Borta collected it well, but was closed down rather too aggressively for the referee's liking by a Lviv player. Oh. Yeah, he did. He was trying to get Leicester out very quickly, bless him, which was obviously a good thing. Oh, Tina's playing according to the text. Tina's playing. Don't know if that's allowed. So at the moment, Lviv are coming forward. Oh, good play here. But he runs it out. Up against Scooter Valley, apparently. Brazilian player for Lviv. Scooter Valley. Andy King there. Just having keeping an eye on the match. Sits back down again. Houser's had a pretty decent game. Alves. Was it Alves? No, Samare, I thought. So we said Alvis on the chat, but Ndidi, that's probably the best thing Sumari's done. And then Ndidi gives the ball away. Oh. Tired legs and tired passes. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I mean, first time they've played 90 minutes this season. Oh, what? Yeah, it was a handball there, but Daka stopped. Maybe if he'd carried on, he'd have got to it and scored a third. So we'll allow Canouche now. Let's see what he's got. Plays it across, not straight at the goal. It's a bit of head tennis there. Joseph, back to Wout Faes. Koulibaly with a nice turn there. That goes all the way back to Borsa. I'm not farting, I'm just putting something in the bin. Go into Lviv. 88 minutes and there's another sub. Oh, unlucky there for Leicester. So Lviv here, can they get something? A lovely ball cross field, in fairness, and the Lviv player took it well. Coming up, we're in the 90th minute now. And I think Ben Nelson just watching the ball go out there. Now it's a free kick to Leicester. Should just be able to play time out. 10 seconds to go. Yeah, Koulibaly was held back there. Getting the free kick for Leicester. A long free kick ball up there by Bowser. Daka's trying to get on the end of it. But it'd be a corner. Will there be time for the corner? I have a feeling, second one, and I've enjoyed this one just as much as the first, this will be the last action. I've not heard of any stoppage time. Long ball up. The referee's not blown yet. It's gone out for throw-in. We are in the 92nd minute now. There has been a lot of substitutions, so maybe adding a bit of time on for that. Way over the top, but straight into the penalty area, and Bowser can just take it with his feet. He's got the ball at his feet. I'm sure he'll just pick it up now. Didi trying to G the ref up. Maybe a watch has stopped. 93 minutes. I know. There's a player down, so it still goes on. Two weeks, 2 days, and we will be playing Sheffield Wednesday. I mean, how annoyed are Sky with that match? She's talking to Bowser. I don't know what about here. No, it's a... So she gives the ball to Bowser, who had it at his feet, in fairness, when she stopped the game. A long kick upfield, but it goes out for throw-in, and the ball's gone out of the ground again. Come on, referee. Have we got the ball back? And there it is, full time. And it's 2-1. 2-1. Oh, we've won again. We'll be back in a few minutes. Don't touch that dial. Me, Tom, I think Wayne Reese and Jim as well. We'll be back with the post-match review. Karpaty Lviv 1, Leicester City 2.
God. Oh, I'll have what she's having.
Yep, let's get all the girlfriends and wives and partners wondering why you're watching porn. I have to say, yes, the plants are thriving, Wayne, but also we were waiting for you two to come in, you and Jim. So that's why I just held on a little bit longer. Before you brought it up, before we start, I am going to play this because tomorrow, Reese has got a very special day.
Have a happy birthday from us to you.
Happy birthday, Reese.
Happy birthday, Reese.
Happy birthday.
It was yesterday.
Oh,
Was it?
It was yesterday. It was yesterday, mate. Yeah.
You told me you were going out tomorrow for your birthday. So
I am going out tomorrow for my birthday.
Yes. So I can tell it's a special day because you've had a haircut. But have you had the bath to go with it?
Oh yeah, always, mate.
That's all right then. You want to go out and celebrate your birthday? but yeah, no. Look, I apologise. I just presumed it was yesterday because you were going out.
Yeah.
But, 18 again, are we?
No, 27 now, mate.
27.
Oh, that's a dangerous year. Watch out, mate. Watch your back.
Not quite like 38, Tom.
It's all downhill after 27, isn't it, Chris? I think
it is. The 30s come up on you. You won't be looking, and then suddenly, wham, they'll be there.
Sort of like 38, right, Tom?
That's next Tuesday, Jim. We're not getting to that one yet.
Chris.
Your birthday next Tuesday?
That's right, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, how old? 40 what?
Fuck off. 38.
Don't swear at this time. There may be children watching.
My apologies.
throw a punch that way. Throw a punch that way.
There you go. There you go. Right, I think we should do this before we actually kick off. I might have to cut this out later, so make the most of it.
Double jacket, very good, Chris.
Oh, who's got the sound on? So I'm going to say well done, Dorco, because Dorco came up with the catchphrase. And who remembers the double deckers? Yeah, I know you won't, Reese, and you won't, Jim. Tom.
Loved it, Chris. Loved it. Cheeky kids getting... Yeah.
I know. Yeah, the double-decker bus for the den. Do you ever watch Spooks? Wayne? No? The spy thing. Well, the head of MI5 was actually Brains on the double-decker.
Blimey.
Yeah. You lot just carry on. We're just going to go back through history here. You know what I mean? But yes... But double decker, and Dan, this is something I never thought I'd say. If I suddenly fall off my chair, please come and revive me. Look, Tom, and we'll go through this same question to all of you first. Tom, we won 100% pre-season. I get absolutely pissed off, right? I'm going to jump here to the 86th minute when I think it was either Owen or the commentator said, "Oh, there's a few tired legs and passes out there. It's the first time some players have played 90 minutes. Fuck me, they're professionals. Yep. What have they been doing? Have they been having picnics at Seagrave or what? Or they've just been playing what? They should not be bloody tired after 86 minutes. What? I'm sorry. If they're tired, fuck them off out the club because they're not fit enough for us."
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't, I don't think, the greatest comment from the commentator, was it particularly? I mean, the thing we can argue, perhaps in counterbalance to what he was saying, was they were very unfit last year. So we've had to do the Andy King fitness push, and now we're adding stage 2, which is a more intense style of football, quicker passing, quicker plays. We saw that with the Daka goal, which we've been calling out for a long time. So maybe there's a little bit there, Chris, but I do agree, you're a professional footballer, lads, playing for a top club, getting big money, you should be fit.
Yeah, well, should be. Reese, another win though, 100% record.
Yeah, happy days. I mean, I've always said it even from a young age. Pre-season's important because of you look at the results when we won the league. We won every single game, and then last season we lost every single game. So I think pre-season does matter. It's about momentum as well as your fitness and the style of play stuff. So no, I'm glad we're still unbeaten, and long may it continue into this afternoon as well.
I mean, Wayne, it's right what Reese was saying. It was a case of, is he drinking? Is he drinking early, is he? Bloody hell. What time is it? Are you having Coke? What, is there vodka in that Coke?
It's Jack Daniels. Daniels.
Oh. Wayne, you've got mute on, so we can't hear a fucking word you're saying.
No, I'm pouring a Budweiser glass into a Bud Light glass to show solidarity for Jim, because he got up at 2 a.m. to watch a football match.
Yeah. I don't mind a Budweiser, actually. That used to be one of my favourite lagers. But Wayne, winning is important. But look at these pre-season games. I have seen so much to get me excited that I didn't see last pre-season. Yes, we won the first couple of games, and then it all just went absolutely wrong. I mean, I think somebody said the other day, I can't remember who it was, it may have been one of you gentlemen, that game against Leon, we couldn't pass wind, let alone the ball, and there's still obviously improvements to make. But what I've seen, even under Andy King, and Cifuentes seems to have sort of slid in there very nicely, is a good sign.
Yeah, it was very exciting, Chris. It's especially exciting when Samara gets the ball and tackles himself. But it's really good, Chris. Chris, I think from all the panic after last season, the dejection after Ruud van Nistelrooy master show of how to ruin a team. There's so many positive things. I can't think of any. Can any of you guys think of any negative things about this pre-season? The fact that we are dealing with financial fair play and the AFL, most probably. We took a time to get Ruud sorted out, and we've got a quality manager in, and he's doing the things that we hope Ruud will do. So it's just, there will be some hiccups and things going wrong, but it's just such an optimistic period of time for us, yeah.
Well, I will find some things to complain about, believe you me, for that game. Jim, Ukrainians, I think they'd come for the draw. They're only a week off their start of their season. I mean, they defended well, and this is probably why Russia hasn't been able to sort of win the war. But they weren't a bad side. They were sixth in their top division. So you're looking at a championship stroke top League One sort of side. So it was tough opposition, and we struggled in that first half, didn't we?
We did, and I really struggled watching it. I mean, besides the fact I got up at 5:30 a.m., that first half...
Oh, you had to get that in, didn't you?
Yeah. Besides that, it was difficult to watch. I understood you told us where they finished and what kind of squad they had, but I kept thinking we weren't attacking. We weren't getting any shots off. I can't imagine that Marty says, hey, I want you to play slow and I want you to not take any shots in the first half. So I was a little disappointed going into halftime. But I think the second half, I think we came out a little bit more on the front foot. Certainly more action in the first 5-6 minutes. And then I think our depth and conditioning took over. I really thought the second half we could have done anything. We didn't score more than 2 goals, but I felt at least there was more action and movement. But that first half was just a sleeper.
In that first half, Tom, look, if anybody ever complains about playing out from the back, Go to the watch along on YouTube from LCFC. Go to 2 minutes 38 and just count how many passes there were between their goalkeeper and their right back. Because it went from goalkeeper to right back to goalkeeper to right back to goalkeeper. I mean, it literally was. I think I counted 6, and I may have been short on that, Tom.
Yeah, it's quite a lot, isn't it? I think this is a problem with modern football, Chris, because I think there's so many games now they fit in. Look at the summer some of the clubs have had around the world. They haven't really stopped playing, or even players being on international break, right? So I think that's part of the problem with football, and it's changed the game now where every team is going to do a bit of that just to save some legs at some point. It's game management, isn't it? So I think that's naturally come into the game because of the scenario we're in. It'd be nice to do the Jurgen Klopp, Gegenpress 24/7, but I don't think it's possible. I think you end up injuring players, and I think you end up, falling foul of it. So that's what I think that is, mate. Yeah. So it's not just us. You're right.
And that, I mean, they shouldn't be worried about fitness as well. I mean, if you said worried about injuries, yeah, I get that. But worried about fitness when they are literally 7 days, Reece, from starting their season, they should be fit to do whatever, shouldn't they?
Yeah, they should be. Yeah, I mean, like I said, is this about us, by the way?
No, this is about them. About them.
Oh, them. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, we're how many weeks? We got 2 weeks. Is it about 2 weeks left
2
now?
days. 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2
so
days.
we're. Oh, thanks, Chris. Thank you for that. But no, I mean, obviously we'll still be a little bit behind in fitness, but we should be technically, because obviously they've only got a week left. But no, yeah, I completely agree with what you just said there, Chris.
They said in the first half, Wayne, and for both sides, emphasis was on width, and we did use our width very well, I thought, in that first half.
He's on mute again.
The problem is when you mute yourselves, guys, and that's fine. Do that by all means. Gives you a chance to fart and what have you without anybody hearing. Yeah. But when you mute yourself, I can't unmute you. That's the problem. So I mean, we saw Reece earlier sort of doing the classic fart pose, and this is why you're going.
I was grabbing the charger. I'll leave me alone.
Yeah. We talked about this the other week. Wayne, do you remember the question?
Yeah, playing it on the width. Yeah, I do like the way Leicester play and they try and use the width and then feed the ball in through the middle. I just think he plays a very fluid side and he's getting people to really think as they play through the game, to think strategically where everybody is, where the gaps are, and that's what I think he's trying to develop. I tell you what, I really was impressed with the press of Leicester and the amount of time they allowed their team to have the ball, because it was a bit of a stalemate, really, because Leicester weren't really allowing them to get too many passing sequences and moves going. But I mean, when you think when Fatui was injured, we had Mavidi there, and people saying, "Oh, could McAteer play on the wing?" Because we haven't got any wingers, and now we've got a massive wingers with loads of options, which is, if he does intend to use the wings, is very exciting.
Sorry. My mind's going to places that my mind shouldn't be going to.
What's caused that, Chris?
The use of wings. Just forgive me.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Anybody who knows the advert.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I should be committed. I really should. Wayne, Jim, let me come to you now then. Moving on. Our pressing the whole game, and not just in this game, but in the in the other pre-seasons, we have pressed more in those few pre-season games than we have done, for my mind, under Ruud van Nistelrooy altogether.
Absolutely, and it was a pleasure to see again, because we would let teams dictate, and certainly now with the pressure we're putting on, even in the first half snoozer, you're absolutely right that we were pressuring, and it was good to see, and even how some of our backs are coming up to help. I mean, all in all, no, it's much better. We're seeing formations and we're seeing play that we haven't seen the whole time under Rude, and it's good to see. So we've got some good things looking forward to us. Realize this is a piecemeal squad we had out there. Some of them may be our first teamers, some of them may not. Wasn't that super exciting, but what we're seeing underneath all of that is something that I think will pay dividends as the season goes on.
Tom, no shots in that first half from either side. It was a bit like a game of chess, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little bit, Chris. I mean, the thing I'll take away from that is that, ironically, the one thing we've actually been good at is actually holding possession. I think in the Championship, with the quality we got, there were some exchanges early on where they were trying to get the ball off us, and even in Ndidi and people were managing to get the ball and keep possession. So that's quite encouraging. I mean, like, it's not a part of the game we particularly like, but it is going to be a part of it. So I think that was fine. I think we game managed that pretty well, and we'll talk about the second half in a bit, obviously. But yeah, better.
Anybody, Reece? We spoke at half time. I was really impressed with Hamden. We're talking about going down the wing. He was so involved. It was untrue. Anybody you were disappointed with in the first half?
Oh, that's a good one. There weren't too many. Who I was disappointed with in the first half. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. They're all playing well. There's been... Oh, him, yeah. I don't think he played too bad. I didn't. I just think there's moments with Booba where that ability, his little slick control, and he finds a pass through a gap, and he's got that in his locker. But we need to see it more often if he's going to stay here. And I think that's why Marty's been picking him a lot, because I do think he likes that in his game. It's just getting the work rate out of him. But you can't be taught to work hard. It's all in the mind. I can't think of anyone that was really disappointed. I even thought Daka had a good first half, pressing from the front as well. So there's not.
Yeah. He just needs to get that finishing, which we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, I thought Samari was disappointing. He did nothing in that game that convinced me that we should keep him. And how long have we been saying? Well, you know what? He's got that in his locker. Well, bloody get it out your locker, mate. You know what I mean? don't leave it in there. Have you lost the key to it or what? And there we go. Just for those that are wondering. I thought Hamza had a really good game. I mean, he got taken off late in the second half, but in that first half, everything. My sense of humour, I do apologise.
Pull yourself together, man.
Don't worry. It's only a period I'm going through. Yes.
No. It's pre-season. I see. It's pre-season for you, so you've got to work these kinks and bugs out, right?
I have. Yes, I've got to get this out of my system. But like I say, moving on, as you would say, we'll move on eventually to the second period. But staying. Wayne, I thought Hamza had a very good first 45.
Yeah, really good. Did he have the captain's armband on?
He did. Yeah.
And it's like we've said, he's got the leader's t-shirt on now. Really good. I just think it was nice to see Ndidi bombing forward. Some of the things like that Enzo tried to get him to do. There are some. I was with Alves, which Brendan Rodgers nearly ought him when he came on for his debut, because he was dribbling and trying to beat 3 or 4 players and overdoing it. And that's the only thing I would say. It's interesting how Cifuentes, that's the way to say it, Cifuentes, how he sort of hones and just tweaks the things of the players to fit into his team, or his unit. Because like Tom said was it in half time? He says sometimes it's quite slow. Great pressing, everything like slow getting the ball forward sometimes and punching passes through. But Alves, holding on the ball a bit too much, but that's his problem. He's so skillful. Ham's a good solid job. Good solid job.
He had a good run in the second half. I've got to say hi to Manny. A real pleasure to have Henry Kissinger on today. I think he's more Joe Biden, isn't he, than Henry Kissinger? I mean, Henry Kissinger's dead. Who wants to be likened to a dead politician?
Manny's had a scrap with you, Chris, and now he's picking a scrap with Jim. He's got to be careful, I tell you what.
I think I must have obviously missed what Manny said. Did I? The Fonz. No, I don't. I must have missed it. But look, second period. So you need a full pack of these. Second period, you said earlier, Jim, more excitement in that first 5 minutes than we'd had in the previous 45.
Absolutely, and I don't know if it was halftime speeches or just they were tired of just playing around, but beautiful free kick by their player to start, and then a minute later we responded. I mean, pushed down in the box.
But that free kick. I mean, I said it was Maddison-esque. No goalkeeper is saving that, are they, Jim?
No, and Tom, you remember seeing that, don't you? You saw that kick, didn't you? Those first two goals, Tom said, were just amazing. Tom wasn't there. He left us.
I caught them up. Don't drop me in it, Jim. I caught them up as soon as I was back from the shop.
No, it's the toilet when we usually miss goals. Can I just say, from now on, you can come on at the start, half time and full time, but you do not watch the rest of the match.
No, we're not picking on Tom.
I wish I'd done that all last season.
It was a great.
We leave it too late. It was a good free kick, though, wasn't it, Tom?
Yeah, it was a decent quality free kick, wasn't it? I mean, what I like about what we saw in that half, Chris, was if you look at Ruud van Nistelrooy, as soon as we went 1-0 down, it was 99.9% chance we weren't doing anything. We would finish. We were just, our heads were gone, everything was gone. I was actually glad we went 1-0 down today, because I wanted to see what the team would do afterwards. And I think what we saw was a better attitude. You can hear Marty shouting. Marty is obviously a much more inspirational man manager because he's got them working. So I was very, very impressed with that, because it's something we have struggled with for so long. And that is a massive step, even though it's only really maybe one part of it. I think attitude was a lot better.
Yeah. Greg said their thoughts on my brother. He had a decent game. He wasn't stopping that free kick, to be honest with you. No goalkeeper would have stopped that. But a decent enough game. He wasn't troubled. I mean, if I'm going to say now, they had one shot on target, and that was the free kick. So he didn't have the busiest of games. I mean, I said at half time, didn't I? If he sat there, Bowser, and he's looking at, well, is this what my future holds? Then get me in the team now, because he was having nothing to do. We always said, didn't we, Reece, when we went 1-0 down under Ruud van Nistelrooy, that we just went to pieces. We never can't stand that, man. We never we always struggled to get back. What a response!
Yeah, Tom's just completely took the words right out of my mouth there, and so I'm a bit struggling to talk now. But it was great to see. They kept carrying on. It's all right. We conceded a goal. We go again. We didn't change how we played. We just carried on going, and there was a little bit more intensity, about it as well. And obviously, we got our rewards from it. So, and we're going to have that this season where we go behind. We need that in the season as well. So, no, it was really good to see. Really good.
And indeed, good ball through to Alves. Alves really. I mean, what impressed me about Alves in this game, I saw it a few times, was that he just went for it. And, it wasn't a case that he was running and he was hitting a brick wall of defenders, Reece. He was running and getting past two or three players and played the ball played a lovely ball, is what I'm trying to say, through to Evans, who was taken down, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, yeah. But that's what I want to see from these players. And that's what I think Marty wants to see as well. Driving, be direct. Don't go backwards. There is a few occasions where we did go backwards, and I don't think Marty's the sort of manager to go backwards at all. So we still need to work on that a little bit. But it's more encouraging than negatives at the minute. So let's just keep going. Let's just take it one game at a time. Let's not get carried away. But it's all clicking now, I think.
Wayne, your thoughts when you saw Daka holding the ball?
Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? You're thinking, oh my goodness. But sometimes there's a film sliding doors, and there has been a question mark whether any striker being second to Jamie Vardy would end up being quite damaged by that dynamic, because you're never really going to get to play be the number one striker. You're just a filling guy. And that's the system that we played for Vardy. So, yeah, and it did a typical Vardy sort of penalty, really, put his laces through it. And like the England goal that got the rebound, if you hit it at a certain pace, it's got a chance of going, even though the keeper's near it.
Yeah.
Daka really impressed, actually. Pressed really well. Quality in the box is still questionable, but the gaffer, he just seemed like a guy who's bringing the best out of every single player.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I think that's really encouraging, that this boss, I mean, when he's interviewed, he can't hardly talk, he's losing his voice. And it's just such a good vibe through the team. And it might be the team that Daka needs to flourish.
Yeah, maybe. Like I say, everybody starts with a clean slate. I don't know about Samari there, but I guess we have got to give him a clean slate, Jim. But Owen Palmer-Atkin, who was the co-commentator on this, on 53 minutes. Now, I've got a lot of time for Owen. He's been on the channel a couple of times, and we do converse with him. But he actually said, probably about 55 minutes, and I wrote this down because I couldn't really believe that I've just heard this. Samari is technically good. Now,
I agree.
We'll come to you in a second. You hold that thought, Reece, and make the most of it, because this may be your last show. So do you hold on to that thought?
He can disagree.
He can. But I'm interested to see how he's going to defend him. But Jim, I mean, do you see? Have we signed his brother as well or something?
No, I don't see it. I mean, we talked the last couple post matches. I just don't see a place for him on this team. I just don't. He may have some technical skills, but he's had opportunities. I agree with the new manager coming in. Everybody's got a clean slate. I like the fact that he's at least trying those players that we were tired of, that we didn't want to see anymore, and it gives them one last chance to flourish. But I don't know. I just don't see him having what we need. I don't. And he continues to show that. But
yes, indeed. I just want to say hi to Paul Jameson, a fellow American there, Jim. American Leicester fan. Welcome along. Thanks for joining us. Right. Oh, I can't believe I'm actually going to give this any airtime. But Reece, sorry, Tom, I have to jump over because I think I've just shit myself with the shock of this statement. Reece.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to him, Reece.
Go convince me that we've got a player here.
Okay, read that statement out again. What did Owen Palmer-Atkin say? Word for word.
Samari, well, I probably have shortened it a little bit, but Samari is technically good.
I think technical ability is excellent. I think in terms of on the ball stuff with skill and passing range, I think he's excellent. It's just his work rate that lets him down. So I was just going off what Owen Palmer-Atkin was saying there. Samari is technically good, and he is technically good. And I think in terms of technical ability, he's one of our better midfielders. And we've seen that.
Have we?
Go on.
Well, I've not seen any of Samari's play that shows me. Yes, don't get me wrong. There's an odd bit here and there's an odd bit there. I grant you. Every dog has its day, etc. But you can't just do it. You know, look, you could say Tete was technically gifted. He only did it once, and that was enough.
Yeah.
But Samari, no, I can't see. He's a big lump. That's all he is. You know, I look at him and I'm thinking this should be the guy that, as Jim would say, that should be our quarterback. He should be standing there and goes, nobody passes. This is it. But he doesn't. I'm sorry. He's. What does your uncle think about Soumaré?
He agrees with me, and I'm not just saying that for clickbait. He agrees with me. Technical ability on the ball, skill, step overs, passing range, all of that malarkey. He's one of our better midfielders, and I stand by that. Yeah, Wilfred Ndidi can't do what he can do. Oliver Skip can't do what he can do. Harry Winks can't do what he do. But if you haven't got the work rate, you're not going to make it at the top level, and that will always be his downfall. That's what I'm saying.
You see, you're losing it here because Manny's agreeing with you, and that's never a good sign because he's just waiting to go for the neck. With the Soumaré, it's not ability; it's consistency and work rate.
Exactly.
I don't know. Look. I mean, has anybody ever seen a YouTube video that says Soumaré's best bits? Because I haven't. Have you, Wayne?
No. Do you mind if I just say something? First of all, tell Manny off for shit stirring. He's trying shit stirring in the chat. He's winding people up ears. But basically, no. I've got a note here on my phone. 53 minutes. Soumaré tackles himself in exclamation mark. They get the ball, they run through, and they shoot just wide. And it's like, Manny's got to love him Mavididi, but like as Kate or Craig or anybody goes down the match, if you watch him on the match in that, he is not consistent. He's not proven Prem quality. He has the potential. So sometimes Manny is a bit pie in the sky. And I respect Manny's knowledge, etc., and Reese's, but how those two and even Clippo can think that Soumaré is technically gifted on the ball. To be technically gifted, you've got to have a quick brain. And when you observe Soumaré play football, his brain is just not quick enough to play.
No. You can't say it. You cannot presume that Soumaré has got a brain. I'm sorry. I have heard that he is the world's first surviving brain donor.
Yeah, did he play the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz, Chris?
Did he what, sorry?
Did he play the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz?
Oh yes, very.
Getting a little tough now. Come on.
No, come on. The guy, I'm just looking for the comment here. Tom, your thoughts. If it's a Manny comment, I'm ignoring it because he is just using his big spoon.
I mean, my thoughts on Soumaré are simple. Like, I actually don't disagree with a lot of things that have been said here, but ultimately, in order to get what we need to get out of him, he takes a lot of work. And I think there's only so many times you can say to him, you've got to do this, and then he stands around some games and does nothing. And then you're on him again, and you're on him again, and you're on him again. I mean, I've been in management. If I've had staff members like that, eventually you get fed up and go, we obviously don't want to be here. So this is the problem with him. But I do agree that actually, in comparison to other players, he could have something to offer. But the answer is, Chris, even in this game, those times I was looking at him going, he just doesn't want to offer it here. We don't need an Adel Trapt in our team like the QPR had, where they had to literally bow down to him to get something good out of the player, right? And we haven't got any time for passengers, Chris, in the Championship, especially with the system. And he'll be the first one to become a passenger. That's the answer.
Manny, you've said there, watch the last game where he beat 3 people. What did he do with it? Yeah, once. Yeah. But
once in 90 minutes.
Yes.
I think what Manny's trying to say is that it is in the locker. We just don't see it very, very often. It is there, but I completely agree. Listen, let me finish. I completely agree with what you guys are saying. He isn't hard working. He hasn't got the guts. He hasn't got the determination to play at the top level because his work rate's piss poor. Like Lionel Messi, gifted, but he's got the work rate. You can have one if you've got one thing but you haven't got the other, you're not going to make it at the top level, and that is Soumaré's downfall, his work rate and his consistency. But I stand by, he's got technical ability in terms of beating a man, beating the press, and he's got a great passing range.
Manny, you said that it's all relative and the other options are worse. I'm sorry. Give me Ndidi, give me Winks, give me Skip, give me Alves, give me I don't know, Barry Buck, I'm running out of, my mind's gone. But give me any of those, and I would have them every day over Samari and twice on a match day. No, I'm sorry. You are. I think, to be honest with you, I think you're still in Turkey, pissed, Manny.
Just quickly, Chris. Just quickly. Do you think indeed he's good on the ball? Do you think he's technically good on the ball?
Not really, no, because his passing isn't brilliant at the moment. He's not been that good since he had the injury. Problem is that he was good before the injury. Samari was bad before the injury, and he hasn't even had an injury yet. He's just absolutely, yes, Manny. Come on, Samari is out. If you want to put Samari in that midfield against Sheffield Wednesday, I'm sorry, you want shooting. You want taken out, being tied to a lamppost and flogged.
I'd put FaZe in midfield over blooming Booba or Skip, honestly. And I've been saying this. Call me out on it. I prefer to play FaZe there than either of them, frankly. Honestly, I think FaZe is better up there.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Wayne. Last comment.
I am surprised because Manny, fast twitch fibres, play the ball forward, save. But how does Samari progressively play in the French First Division? Yeah, he might be brilliant. He looks $1 million. But in the Championship, he's not even good enough. In the Premier, no way. He doesn't carry the ball forward. He does it the odd time. He does it a couple of times during the match. But you have a look how many times Alves had the ball and tidily kept the ball and passed the ball. He passes through lines, everything like that. So the fact that Alves, who isn't a regular in the side, would get a nod by Cifuentes over Samari, who's been here for 3-4 years, still not prove himself.
The phrase you're looking for is too long.
Exactly.
Too long.
In no other profession would you be paid ridiculous amounts of money to not perform year on year.
I said that comment there from Kevin. I said that so much during this game. And as he said there, Samari and bad pass go hand in hand. Manny, I'm just ignoring you now. I'm just ignoring you. Samari said here will be champion.
I think he's been on the magic mushrooms, and Manny, or something.
Well, last time he came in, I saw him. It was when he was having his argument with Duck, and I thought he was having a wank because he was in that dark and whatever. And I think he probably still is. I mean, we're talking about stirring the thing. I think Manny's doing that. I think
Just think of how it would have been if Brad were on here. And we were talking about Samari.
In fairness, now Brad has changed his mind on Samari. But
just tell Manny, Chris, that you shouldn't wank while you've been on magic mushrooms. It's just a bad combination.
I wouldn't know, but if you know, then you've now put it out there. Each to their own. What's he said there now? Good luck. Thanks very much, Rich. Rich there from Red Devil United. We're talking about Manchester United on Monday night at 9:00 in the Talking Balls show. You may not want to watch that, Rich, but thank you very much. If you like your Man United banter, do get over and give Rich your support. Right, we're going to do this again because we're going to talk about it. Double decker, Jim. I never thought I'd be saying that. And thanks to Dorco for that phrase. I absolutely love it. I mean, look, let's not get excited. We remember he scored 4 against Moscow, and that was probably his peak. He's got 2 goals. But I have to say, in fairness, I mean, it was a lovely ball through to him from whoever it was that put the ball through to him. Elkanous, yeah. Elkanous run, put Daka in, and 9 times out of 10, we used to say about Jamie Vardy, 9 times out of 10 he'd have scored that. 9 times out of 10, Daka would have missed that.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I agree with you on Darko. That's a name hopefully we'll hear, or a phrase hopefully we'll hear again throughout the season. So hopefully we will. But let's talk about both the goals. The first goal on the PK, he's lucky he scored. That keeper, it went right under the keeper's midsection. So that easily could have been a block to start with. But he scored. I give him that. The second goal, very good link up. That pass from El Khanous was beautiful. And Daka did what strikers do. He finished. Here's my question to you, to everybody. Who made the pass to El Khanous?
I didn't make a note of that.
Who did it? Who did, boys?
Who did?
I'm waiting.
Who did we just spend 10 minutes talking about?
Alves?
I'm waiting.
Sumare.
I'm waiting.
Indeed, possibly.
Oh my God.
Sumare.
Hang on, 90 minutes.
I gotta give
90
credit.
minutes, and he played one pass that got to a player.
Hey.
Oh, come on.
It was a nice
Come on.
Beautiful, beautiful pass by El Khanous, but I just had to say that.
I mean, the El
Thank you,
Khanous
Jim.
pass was, you'd never get Sumari doing that El Khanous pass.
Oh, that I agree. But I just
And the
thought
fact that he passed the ball 2 feet to El Khanous, wow. Well done, Sumari. Man of the match. That makes it
how do
man
you
of the
know?
match.
How do you know he passed it only 2 feet? You didn't even know he passed it a second ago. Come on, give him credit.
Oh dear. Man is still doing his Turkish bit. Like I say, it was very delightful for him. But I think we're probably going to round it off. I'm going to say, I know it's different. I mean, look, we had 6 shots in the whole game. We had 4 on target. We did have the majority possession, 58-42. We shouldn't write them off. Like I said, they are. They did finish 6th in their league last season in the Premier League. They had gone out of business, and it's 10 shots we had all in all. Sorry, and it was 12 to Lviv. I'm going to go, and I want your man of the match. Manny, it's a love-hate relationship. You love us and we hate you. What can I say?
That's a lie.
No, I love Manny.
He's
The voice of reason.
Manny knows I love him. We have him on this show often enough. It's called banter. It's called banter. I love you, Manny. Let's have your man of the match, Tom.
I'm going to go with Daka. I'm controversial with Daka. I'm going to say something about it, though. The problem we've got with Daka is that goal today is the only way he's going to score for us. However, we're not going to be playing teams that are going to give us that much space very often, unless they go behind and have to press on us. Then he's a good sub option, perhaps, but he's a very expensive sub option, isn't he, for us to come off the bench and break lines when teams are coming onto us. So we've got to consider AU's technically better. But I will say Daka today, because he got the 2 goals. And once again, his attitude was fine. Compared to Sumare, he was working a lot harder than Sumare.
So Tom is going for Daka. Reece, you dare go for Sumari, and you will never, ever appear on this channel while I am alive again. And I'm not farting, I'm just trying to find my bin. Reece, who are you going for, sir?
I'll go Daka again. Just alluding to what Tom just said there. It's a difficult one with the strikers because Ayu's technically better, but he can't press like Daka. But Daka hasn't got the technical ability of A, so it's kind of which way do you go with the system. I think if Daka continues to keep scoring, and with him hopefully getting a little bit of a confidence boost from, because that was a great finish, that second goal. That was a brilliant finish on his weaker foot as well. So hopefully, I mean, the penalty was awful, by the way, can we just say? It went straight under the keeper. But no, I think if Daka can continue performing, and if we don't sign a striker, I can see Marty just edging the Daka. due to his qualities. And
I mean, don't get me wrong, look, I want him to do well because, like we said before, if a player does well, then they're doing well for the club. So I all want that. But I don't know if it was the choice of the second striker. I think I should have AU on the pitch. But prove me wrong, Daka. Like you say, across the goalkeeper for that second goal, I'm like, wow, Vardy's back. Wayne?
I would say Nelson for the fact that he got the armband and he looks absolute quality on the ball.
He did get one in the face, though, didn't he? He took one in the face for the team.
He did, but he's so tidy on. He's everything that we wanted a central defender to be, and the fact that the team want to, they associate him as captain material at his age, it's incredible. But I would say Daka. I'd say, like what he said, but the way he took the goal, he had the speed to get to the point where he could have the shot, and then where he put the shot, that was just a typical Vardy finish. Speed.
If anybody is just tuned in, no, you are not dreaming. We have just had 3 votes for Daka as man of the match. You may think, what the hell am I watching here? But, Jim, are you going to make it a full set? Because you've got me to come after anyway.
I got to tell you, that was a quality finish. And no, I'm not going to make it 4 out of 4. I like the finish, but I still feel the same way about him. I'm going to say Hamza. I liked the fact he's wearing the armband. I liked his strong tackling. I think where he's at the spot now mentally, in his psyche, I think he's gaining confidence. Before he just came in, I used to call him a reckless tackler. He used to just come in and he was aggressive and careless sometimes. But now I think he's playing with confidence. I think the new manager has that. I give Andy King some credit too. I mean, coming in, but literally right now, I think he's playing with confidence. And for the manager to give him the armband and for him, the way he played in the first half is promising. So I'll say Hamza.
I'm going to say, Jim, you are a man of immense knowledge and good taste. Because I would also go for Hamza. And I know he's not the most popular player and, he's just a squad player. But you know what you're getting with Hamza? And he was playing out of position today at right back. It's probably not his best position. And I was surprised that he started there rather than Koulibaly. But yes, he had that, like I say, he used to be reckless and what have you. But I think he's grown up a lot since then. Yeah. And to me, that first half, and I said, didn't to you, Tom, in that first half, he was my man of the match and of the first half. Yeah, and I'm not one of those fans that says, oh, yeah, somebody scored a goal, let's give the man of the match. I'm like you, Jim. I look at, I don't think anybody got that. I look and see who's been playing. But no, I'll agree with you, Hamza, on that. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Reese, if you can just stay on a second, just have a quick word with you. Then I'm going to go off and get something to eat. Because we're back at trouble. Oh, yeah, Jim, sorry, I'd written it down. 3 things that we've learned from today's show, which is Jim's little moment.
Well, yeah, little moment. I'm just now waking up from this early kickoff. But here we go. First of all, we learned we've got a new catchphrase. Once again, we'll give Darko a credit for double Daka. We're hoping we see more of it during the season. So that's nice to know.
Yes.
Second thing we learned, it was a slow first half. How slow was it? Chris was yawning half of the first half. We learned that Chris was training.
I knew I'd always get one of these 3.
We learned that Chris was training for the P-Olympic committee. I mean, he wants to be an Olympic peer. I don't know what that means, and I don't care.
I'm 64, my bladder's gone.
Also, during that long, boring first half, he told us that the beaches and pool were so full that the illegal immigrants couldn't land.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, man, is this a slow first half? And then he went into his.
Jim, I also commented on how the Americans don't know how to speak English.
Well, that's what my last bit was. he then moved into his normal American bashing. So otherwise, the last thing was, it was a solid performance. We're liking what we see with our team, and it gives us some something to look forward to. Certainly, I don't think I'll make the second game today, but we want to continue to see this. This is promising. Like to have no injuries, like to finish strong, and be ready for one more friendly and then kick off the season. So,
Jim's going back to bed. He got up early, bless him.
No, I got stuff to do now. I got stuff to do.
Dedication, love it.
Yeah, you got to go and, I would say, polish your boots, but of course in America a boot is isn't a boot, is it?
It's a boot. Yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's not. What do we call it, guys?
It's a trunk over there.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it is, Jim. It's a trunk, isn't it? We call it a boot. It's a trunk in America.
That's it. I got it the wrong way
boot,
around.
back of a car. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
Like car boots.
Anyway, I pick on the Americans enough, and
I'm on your side, Jim. I'm on your side because I used to live up there.
When I get there, you can do it in person. All right.
And I will.
And you'll be buying beers.
Yeah, Jim is coming over in advance of Donald Trump's trip to see.
Always bring Donald Trump. I think he's your love child, Chris.
Look, if Donald Trump is such there's two people when I do my radio show that I can pick on during the news. One of them is Donald Trump, and the second one is Katie Price. They are just they are the people that just keep giving and giving. For wind-ups.
Talking of that, anyone seen South Park this week? Go have a little look at what South Park did regarding Donald Trump. That's going to be interesting the next week.
Oh, we're off then.
Go Google it.
Meet you in a second. Tom, you back for the second game?
Yeah, I'll see you then, mate. What time are we? 3 o'clock?
3:30.
I'll see you at 3:30. Cool, mate.
Jim, you can't, so thank you very much for coming on. You go back to bed and rest yourself. Wayne, are you here for the second one?
Yeah.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Thanks very much, all, and we will see you at 3:30. Don't touch that dial, and it will be the second watch along of the day. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.